Hey, what's going on, guys? Well, I feel like having a cigar. First one of the year for 2016. Weather's cooperating. A little windy, a little bit chilly, but whatever. It's cool. I just feel like smoking a cigar. So I'm going to do a review for you guys. This is a Macanudo. It's a 6x54 stick in an arrow shape, similar to a torpedo. And has a Connecticut wrapper. Has a Mexican binder and a Dominican Mexican mix of filler. Really interesting. So I'm going to get this cut up and try it for you guys. This is one stick that was sent to me by a viewer. I've had other Macanudos before, but not this specific version of it. Got my Calibri cutter. So I'm going to get this cut for you. Actually, I'll show you that. I cut about yay off because these tend to have a little bit of a tight draw. Sometimes I'll just cut a little bit off and I have to keep opening it up as I'm smoking it, so might as well just get started on it right off the bat the proper way. Alright, so there we go. Let's see. So, clean my little cutter off here. I love this little Calibri cutter. It's nice. Alright. So, this stick usually costs between $6 and $8, depending if you're going to get a box or something like that. But like I said, this was a gift from a viewer. So I'm going to toast the bottom here. Oh, it smells good. Now I usually enjoy some of the heavier cigars, but there's always a time and place for everything, right? I mean, I'm generally a Maduro fan way more than Connecticut, but we will see. I've enjoyed a few Connecticut's in my day as well. Got a little bit too much. Actually, let's just slip that band right off. Got a little too much, so my lips are on the band. So anyway. Uh-oh. I did cut a little too much off. I don't want any wrapper issues here. Well, initial impression is really good. Very very monotone though. I didn't mention that the smell of the wrapper and the foot was just kind of a basic hay smell. Wasn't a lot going on there in terms of odor. Well, initial taste is pretty mild. It's actually kind of nice. Maybe a good way to start the year on a light cigar. Basically, just getting a generic tobacco flavor. There's really no spice, nothing, no tingle, burn, anything like that. Very light smoke. Mild and forgettable so far, but we will see. I'm gonna kick back, enjoy myself. I'm actually gonna grab some water, and I'll get back with you guys when I get down to something notable, or until maybe the first third. We'll see. Alright guys, quick little checkup. I'm about 15 minutes in right now. I cut off more than I usually do for a torpedo style end. Getting a little bits of tobacco in the mouth because of that, but it's not a huge deal. The draw is perfect though. It's a very light draw. A lot of smoke output from this. So no problems there at all. Like I said, I mean, usually when I have torpedoes, which I actually prefer a lot, I like torpedoes, but the biggest downside to that is a lot of times you get tar buildup and you get a really tight draw. So this time I think I was a little gung-ho and I cut off too much. It's easier to start small and you can always work your way up, but this time a little bit too much in the beginning. But like I said, no problems with the draw. The draw is perfect. It's actually quite light. The flavor changed just a little bit. It's really just like 99% generic tobacco flavor. If I had to describe it, it's similar to a Virginia blend for, you know, for a pipe tobacco, but not quite as flavorful as a good Virginia. Like, I enjoy a good ketchupy Virginia, if you know what I'm talking about. But it's not like that. It's very, very mild, very kind of bland. There is a little bit of a spice, like a little bit of a Christmassy spice going on. A little bit of a tingle in the mouth too from it. I don't know. I can't pull out like a specific flavor of the spice, like maybe a nutmeg or like a Chinese 5-spice, something along those lines. Not cinnamon though, but something like that. Just a little bit of a spiciness. But yeah, I mean, there's not much to write home about with this one so far. We'll see as time goes on. I'll get back to you guys when something changes, or I get maybe to the second, third. Tell you what though, it's getting cold now. The sun's going down, and this is keeping me warm, so it's pretty nice, and just nice to enjoy a cigar. Alright guys, I'm approaching the hour mark. Wind's picking up. It's getting cold out here. To be honest, I mean, this is a very one-dimensional stick. It's not a bad stick, but I probably have another 10 minutes of smoke on this, but I'm just not interested. I'll just take one last puff on it. It stayed the same, the majority of the stick. It really didn't stand out as being anything special. I had Macanudos, the cigarillos, which I actually like. It's a much shorter smoke time. But yeah, this stick just... nothing stood out. It is very one-dimensional. I have to say the build quality is perfect. Macanudos, I've actually had multiple Macanudos before. The last one before this I had probably 6-8 months ago was the Macanudo Especial, I think it was. Decent stick. Definitely had more flavor than this one did. This is a very mild cigar, so its pros are, if you're new to cigars, specifically if you're a cigarette smoker, this may be the stick you might want to transition to, because it is just a basic tobacco flavor. There's not a whole lot going on there. No flavor changes. That spice I was talking about, that little bit of nutmeg or whatever that was, that lasted the whole stick, which was nice, but besides that, just straight up tobacco flavor. The room note's not bad. Again, though, not spectacular. I've smoked cigars that, I mean, it smelled so good. You know, when like you're cooking a meal and it smells great and it tastes good, but doesn't quite smell, or excuse me, it doesn't quite taste as good as it smells. Same thing with coffee. You know, brewing coffee smells amazing. You drink it and it's good. It's not quite as good as it smells though. Same with this. This smells pretty good, not quite as good as it smells. But anyway, yeah, pretty much just one-dimensional. I could see this being a go-to cigar. Like if you smoke cigars 2-3 times a week and you want like a regular stick, this might be good for that, because it is on the mild side. It's not a powerhouse by any means. I don't have tobacco jitters, you know, I'm not shaky. I don't have any kind of nicotine buzz going on at all. I don't have a particular burn in my mouth I can't handle. The strength is very low. The flavor is very low. It's just non-memorable. That's the best way I can say it. It's a very good quality cigar. The burn was perfect. The ash held on for a good 1-inch chunks, probably even more than an inch. I was, you know, ashing it because I didn't want it to fall on my shirt. So the quality of the cigar was very good, and believe it or not, it was a pretty light cigar, and it had a great draw because I cut so much off the ends. But it was a pretty tight pack. It didn't seem like it was loosely packed or anything like that, but very easy draw. Yeah. Gold label, just nothing special there. I really wouldn't recommend it to anyone other than people who just really want to try a very, very mild cigar. It's just, I even hesitate in recommending those people that cigar, because if you want to try a cigar for the first time, you kind of want to be wowed. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want some huge powerhouse that's going to knock you over, but at the same time, you want some flavor experience, because if you do have a mild cigar, like something like this, you may be turned off cigars, and you're like, yeah, what's the big deal? I'm not even going to bother. So, I don't know. I've definitely had a multitude of better cigars than this. I'll just say that. There you go. So, take it for what it's worth. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Not much to say in this one. There wasn't a lot of cuts or anything like that. Like I said, it stayed true all the way through, so it's probably a short video, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it. There are more to come, especially as the weather warms up in future weeks and months. And I could actually sit out here for, you know, more than an hour and a half, 2 hours before getting too cold. And yeah, I know I could throw on a jacket, but I like just sitting out here and enjoying myself. I don't want to have to get all bundled up to smoke a pipe or cigar. But anyway, thanks for watching. One quick last note. This Mr. Brog lighter is still doing awesome. Alright, use the butane for the cigar today. Love it. So if you're interested in that lighter, it's still working very well. That's all. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Take care.